Right. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? We're going to talk a little bit here today. I'm in a good mood. I just made $225 before I actually even started this recording, thanks to the power of leverage and network marketing. It's amazing. Here on a Friday, although it's Friday for most of you, and you can't wait to get out of work today. To me, every day is a Friday, every day is a Saturday, every day is a Sunday. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's a weekend. It's great. But I'm here to talk about something that's really been on my mind. It's been bothering me a lot lately. Is excuses. I'm just tired of hearing so many excuses from people of why something's not working, why their business is not working. It's, oh, I don't have the time, or I have to do this with my girlfriend, or I have to, do this with my softball team, I have to do this, I have to do that. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can either make excuses or you can make money. You can either make excuses or you can make yourself successful, but you can't do both, okay? And it just really cracks me up because a lot of people are using excuses as a reason why something didn't work. And I just tell you this, do you think Denzel Washington? Do you think Oprah Winfrey? Do you think Donald Trump makes excuses? Do you guys realize that we all have 24 hours in a day? We all have the same exact time to be successful. What is the difference between somebody like Oprah Winfrey and Donald Trump and somebody who is broke? What is the difference? The difference is how they use their time, how they use that 24 hours in a day, how they used it. It wasn't until I realized that I had to manage and reapproach the way I spent my days before I became successful. I wake up every day and I deliberately have a plan. I have a plan of action, okay? I have a plan of action that has changed my life. And that's utilizing those 24 hours and not making excuses for why I'm not successful. Now, look at my watch here. It's a circle. That's kind of a deceiving shape, the circle, because it lets you believe that when you see a clock on the wall or you see a clock like that it never stops. It goes around and round and round, right? Meaning we have endless time. I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's false. Your dreams and your big dreams that you've been wanting for your entire life, there's an expiration date on them, guys. There is an expiration date, just like milk. When you buy milk, what do you guys do? You go in the store and you're pulling the milk out. You're saying April 15th and this next April 18th. Oh wow, there's one for April 20th. Let me get that one. Let me get April 20th. It gives me a little bit more time. And then you get that milk home and you want to make sure you drink that milk before it expires. Well, guess what? Our dreams expire. Okay, they're going to expire. They're going to run out eventually. You have an opportunity of a lifetime, and repeat this again and again and again until you guys understand. You have an opportunity of a lifetime, but you have to take advantage of it in the lifetime of the opportunity. Guys, we're in a day and age right now where we have internet, social media. We can make so much money. Okay, look at this thought. Martin Luther King wrote a speech, the dream speech, right? I have a dream. Could you imagine if this guy was around now with Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all these things we have? How many tweets and how many videos he would have went viral, guys. He'd be a millionaire, billionaire. Okay, and yet we had that capacity. I'm home today. I'm retired today because of the internet, because I'm able to have a home-based business and I'm able to take advantage of it. So I don't just tweet all day and Instagram all day and do a little bit of Facebook posting and let everybody else make the money. No. I take advantage of it too, okay? So if you're just sitting there all day tweeting and Facebooking and stuff, that's great, but take advantage of the opportunity that's at hand. Use the tools that have been given to us in this generation where we can make money, okay? 100 years ago, there was nobody talking about, I woke up in a Bugatti, or all these, songs we have where everybody's talking about money. This generation wants so much. We want so much, but we can get it. It's right there at our fingertips, so we can definitely get it. So, the other thing, I want to talk about is how, people will say, well, I failed in this business. My friends thought it was a joke. My friends thought it was a scam. My friends thought it was this, it was that. Guys, take a look at your Facebook page. Take a look at your negative posts. Take a look at your curse words. Take a look at your silly photos. Take a look at the fact that every main photo you have is either a picture of you holding a beer, or a picture of you partying, or a picture of you acting retarded. Hey, if you're successful, do that all the time. If Richard Pryor had a Facebook page, if he was still alive and he wanted to be silly, he can be silly because he's successful. If Donald Trump wants to act silly and put a beer in every hand, he can do it because he's successful. But you have to ask yourself this: your friends have seen you when you're drunk. Your friends have seen you when you're crying over somebody. Your friends have seen you at your worst. Now you want them to believe in you, that you have an opportunity of a lifetime when nothing has changed in your life. Your Facebook page looks the same. Your car looks the same. Your apartment looks the same. Your positive quotes are not there. They're all still negative. Nothing's changed. You have to change for them to believe in you. I have somebody right now that called me and said, hey, I'm going to join your business. I need your help, but I've already done like 6-7 network marketing companies. What do I do? My friends all think it's another one of these things. I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out and we're going to find some people that don't know you too well. We're going to use my credibility and your credibility of them not knowing you. We're going to get them involved. And then we're going to show your family and friends that this time it worked and this time you were successful. And they're going to see the changes on your Facebook page. You're going to see the changes on your life. Okay, and why am I mentioning Facebook so much? Because this is the world we live in. Okay, Facebook's almost like another planet. We're on there 24/7. I'm on there all the time too. I use it for positive things though, and don't get me wrong. There's times where I act silly too, but I've gotten to the point where I have become successful enough where I can at least show that what I'm doing works. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what my photos are showing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing because I've shown that it works. Okay, so think about that. Okay, and next time you talk about excuses with time, think about how do you not have any time when you have time to go get a tattoo and put it on Facebook. You have time to go and take photos of yourself. Or you have time to text somebody all day. Or you have time to argue with your girlfriend for an hour on the phone. Or you have time to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and go to Walmart to get cigarettes because you need a cigarette fix, okay? Or you have time to go on your bicycle for a couple hours on a trip. You have the time to do those things. You have the time to do this, okay? There is, like I said, 168 hours in a week, and we can find the time to make something work. But you got to have a why. How bad do you want something? How bad do you want it? Do you kind of want it? Do you want it more than sleep? Do you want it more than partying? Okay? How bad do you want it? Okay? I mean, you got to have a strong why. Guys, like, I have a strong why, but my why now is you, okay? Could you imagine if I just decided today to quit this business? And how many people will be like, well, this guy took 6 years to go to college and graduate. Okay, he quit twice before he graduated. This is me we're talking about. I quit twice before I graduated college, and it took me 6 years to get a 2-year degree. This guy took 8 years of bodybuilding, okay? This guy used to cut lawns for a living. This guy did this, this guy did this, and this guy made it, though. He made it. This guy was not, on paper, guys, I was not a top 25 money earner. I was a guy who picked things up and put them down, okay? I was a Greek bodybuilder from a small town who had a lot of failures in my life. I had a lot of business ventures that didn't go the way I wanted them to go. So on paper, I was not a top 25 money earner, but I had a strong why. The why was stronger than my fear. So if I quit, they're going to be like, well, if this guy who started from nothing quit, how the heck am I going to do it then? If he didn't make it, I can't make it either. Because if he got to that point, he quit, I'm not going to even waste my time. Okay? So people are watching you, okay? And then people say like, well, I didn't succeed. Did you use all your tools? I mean, guys, if you, I was on the webinar for 2 months. That's great. But if you went to college and only went to English class and never went to math class or physics class or science class, would you have gotten your degree? No, because you didn't do everything. You used only one of the tools. You went to one class, okay? You have to do a lot more than just one thing, okay? And last thing I want to leave you guys off with is this. In America, there's some people that have some extraordinary cars. Let's talk about the Ferrari. What's the Ferrari known for? Ferrari is known for how much it costs. The Ferrari is known also for how fast this car is, okay? And I'm going to honestly believe that one day I might buy a Ferrari. I might buy a Lambo. I just bought my first $100,000 car. It wasn't a Ferrari, but because it's not practical for me. But the point is, most people buy these cars not because they need them. It's because they want to show that, hey, I make money, I have status. Think about it. I mean, how fast does a Ferrari go? I don't know, 200 miles an hour? The speed limit is 65. No matter if you're driving a Yugo or you're driving a Ferrari, you can't even go 200 miles an hour. And if you lived in the Autobahn in Germany, hey, you can do whatever you want out there. But in America, realistically speaking, people buy those cars for status. They buy those cars to say, hey, I have this, okay? Now, a Ferrari's probably got, 6 gears? I'm not a car guy. Darren would know better than me. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of gears, a lot of speeds, there's a lot of power, there's a lot of potential in there, right? A lot of you guys are like a Ferrari that's not able to be used on the Autobahn. You're only going to third gear, fourth gear. You're going half speed. You're going to 65 miles an hour when that car can go 200 miles an hour. You're not using your potential, guys. You are not using your potential. You got to use that stored potential. We all have the ability to be great. I believe in all of you. I believe in all of us can aspire to greatness. I am no different than anybody else, but I'm taking the time to make this work. You need to understand the importance of the opportunity that's at your hands right now. Do not look back one day and say, I wish I would have done it, okay? Guys, if you keep doing what you've done, you're going to keep getting what you've gotten. That's it for today, and I wish you guys an amazing weekend. Let's keep moving forward and no more excuses, guys. Let's take a look at ourselves in the mirror, and let's blame ourselves for what's not working. And let's ask ourselves, what am I willing to sacrifice? What am I willing to do to make this work? Am I really putting 110% effort in it? Am I really trying my hardest? The answer is probably no.